Hey guys, thanks for listening to We've Been Drinking MMA. We are breaking down the Fight Night Rosenstrike versus Almeida card. This is the first fight. It's Morono versus Means, and I am going with Alex Morono.
And I am going with Morono as well, with a caveat, like just watch, like live bet this one. Like watch after the first round to see what Tim Means is coming.
It's a stand-up war, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a stand-up war, and I think Morano's a better striker, fighter in general. But like, if Morono wants a firefight and Tim Means can take it, this is gonna be an interesting fight.
Right, because like if like you said, you were telling me earlier, like it means we'll make it dirty.
Yes.
Dirty boxing, get close,
elbows,
make it awkward,
knees.
Yeah, knees. He's like one of those kind of fighters that can fight everywhere, like Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Might at an outside perspective, you might say, oh, not the most athletic, but then when you get in the octagon with him, all of a sudden he starts taking the fight anywhere he wants, and you might be uncomfortable in certain situations, and he'll be comfortable everywhere.
And his cardio. Yeah.
So Tim Means is 39 years old, and Alex Morono is 32. So I feel like Morono's kind of priming. Not maybe perfectly prime because he got knocked out in his last fight, but pretty prime still. 32 years old. He had a close fight with Santiago Ponzinibbio in his last fight. He got TKO'd or KO'd in the third round, and it was just one of those things where Ponzinibbio leapt in like a jaguar and threw a left that was pretty strong, and Morono thought it was okay and backed away from that and tried to back away a little bit more, but then because he leapt in like a jaguar, he got the 1-2, and the right hand came after that left and just bang right on the button, and Morono went down. It is what it is. I just don't think Means has that speed or jumping ability, that agility to really pull that athletic move off. If you think about before that fight that Morono just lost, he was on a 4-fight win streak, and his only other loss was he got KO'd by Chaos Williams like in 2020, and then he lost to Anthony Pettis in 2020 as well. But like he had like a 4-fight win streak right before this loss, beat Semmelsberger, Mickey Gall, Donald Cerrone KO Donald Cerrone in 2021. So, Cerrone was a little bit, on his last leg almost, but still, it still is a KO over Cerrone before Cerrone.
That was a domination.
It was domination, and the thing is that Morono is pretty elite. He jumps in and out very quickly. He's got really good counters, pretty good jab, got the 1-2, got the punch on the run. He's got everything that you say about an elite fighter. Only thing is he doesn't really go for that many kicks in general, so he's more boxing, and Tim does throw, I think, a little bit more leg kicks, so Tim's got the more complete, I guess you could say, game as far as a stand-up, but Tim's punches in general, I would say the 1-2 is fast, Morono's is just as fast, but then Morono can also do it on the run. That's where I give him the advantage. But like I said, Means has, he can go to the body a little bit. His counters are a little bit slow. Morono's are faster there, but Means, like I said, he got the leg kick. Morono doesn't really throw the leg kick, so Means can make it dirty, like Lousy said. I just think Morono is elite with the jumping in and out, the athleticism, the faster punches,
his aggression,
the aggression. How many punches he throws and punches he lands is a lot. He's actually Lousy's type of fighter, Morono.
The volume.
It's just the problem is that for him, I think, is that Means is a guy who can kind of make it dirty, and that's why he's saying live bets. If he gets the first round, because he might start faster, and Morono is a little hesitant from his last knockout loss. Morono is minus 200. You can get him for cheaper if he drops the first round. So
it's minus 200.
Yeah, he's minus 200.
Okay.
I think 220 now. He's just going up and up every day, probably a little bit. So got to get him early.
So my prediction is Morono, and live bet it if you can.
Absolutely, Morono for me as well, straight up.
Thanks, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment.